Okay, here I am on the mid-north coast of New South Wales, and I just found another, well, I don't think it's really abandoned, this property. There is cattle on there, but certainly not lived in anyway, so I'm just going to have a quick squeeze. And if the owner comes around, there's a camera behind me, it says it's monitoring the place. Well, I'll explain to him what I'm doing. Hopefully he will be okay with that. But anyway, I'll get going and hope you enjoy the video. As you can see, beautiful shrubs and things around this place. There's a shed there. I can't get into that shed. I won't go into that shed. It is locked up. Down near the gate there we got cattle. Don't know if you can really see that. I'll come in closer. They're here behind the fence. I won't open up the gate here because I don't want them escaping. Sign there says shut the gate. It's common sense on any farm really. But yeah, there's only young ones here, young bulls here. You look right up there. The track goes through that gate over there and goes right up the hill. I'm not sure. There is a work shed over there as well. But anyway, as I said, the property's not lived in, but it's certainly still being worked, I suppose, with the cattle there. And the back of this other shed. Now I'll come and show you this old house. No longer lived in, and I know the floor is very damp, so we've got to be very careful when we go in there. I'm hoping also to be able to get the drone up and do an aerial view of this house. We'll see what happens. This is the driveway. We've got a beautiful cottage garden along here, beautiful. Nice pink flowers, white flowers, red flowers. And going into this shed here, I'm not sure there's anyone living in there. There seems to be no one home. I knocked on the door. Little statue there. And up here, well, there's a little bird fountain, bird bath. Well, here I am back at this house on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. This is my second visit here. The first visit, this camera actually ran out of battery halfway through the recording. And as you can see, it's nowhere near as a nice day as what it was the first time I was here. However, I'm going to try and get through this house very quickly because I'm getting wet. So I will do this. I was hoping to get the drone up the other day, and I had issues with it. I was going to do it today, but it's raining and I'm not going to take it up in the rain. Don't want to ruin the drone, a bit too expensive for that. But anyway, as I said before, it's a beautiful old house. It's no longer lived in. The cottage gardens are gorgeous. But I just didn't get any recording done inside the house here. So we'll try this all again. And this time I've actually brought my torch because it is a darker, dimmer day. So we'll see how we go. We've got this shed here. No, it was the old toilet, I suppose. When you look in here, you can see that there is a toilet down there. And the rest I can't get through here. There's too many pot plants or pots around. But it's just really just a storage part of the thing. Maybe a laundry in there as well. Now here's the fun part, getting into this house here. It is totally eaten by white ants, so I've got to be very careful where I step. And when you look here, the whole ceiling has fallen in. It's been used for storing junk, and there's stuff I no longer use in here. Once again, this part of the ceiling is also fallen in. A few spider webs, not sure you can see them on the camera. This here was not like this the other day. That's right down low. I had to duck down to get in there. So yes, unfortunately this house is on a rapid decline. As you see over there, in there is an old wood stove in the kitchen workbench there. And what I like about these houses, they're just made simple as a place to eat, sleep and shelter, family gatherings. But they didn't have a lot of other junk like we got today, TVs, radios, computers. They weren't there, they weren't needed. Beautiful weatherboard. Sorry, just dropped the camera, dropped the torch in. Oh, get that there. So yeah, beautiful weatherboard walls there. Manhole up on the ceiling, right there. When we come in here, this is one of the bedrooms. The little desk there, and at the back here is an old bed. See, just there. Little desk, or little cup, yeah, little table there, I suppose it would have been. And then come around here, look at the carpet on the floor here. This here is a little, little box which they stored things in. I'm not sure what it would have been used for originally. We've got a nice chair, beautiful chair there. And coming through here, I tried, you cannot get into this room here, but in there, just looks like another bedroom, I'd say. Extended onto the house when the family grew. And out there, I cannot get out that door, sorry, so, yeah. Anyway, this is a very short video inside the house because there's not much in here. I'll get out here in the rain and we'll have a look at what's left out here. Okay, well, there's your water tank. It's a pretty new one. Look here, we've got a beautiful old concrete outdoor setting there, like little bench seats there, a table. You can imagine just them sitting there having a nice cuppa in the morning with their breakfast, or having a cold beer in the afternoon after a hard day's work. This here is the farm it's on. But coming around looking at this house here, you can see just how the whole thing is just collapsed here. It's just all completely fallen in. And when you look at these in here, white ants just have been having an absolute feast on the building. White ants, all that rotted away. You can see why I was a bit nervous about walking in here, in that house. Like, I'm not exactly the smallest person, so you come around here, we've got a little greenhouse there, which is overgrown with whatever's in there. I'm not a garden person. I don't know one plant from another. When we look over here, I do know these ones over here. We've got lemon trees. There's a nice orchard in here. Would have been probably in the day, probably would have had lemons and oranges. So, probably got lemons and more lemons. Actually, there are oranges further in that distance. You can't see it from here, but I can see oranges on that tree over there. So. But yes, well, this is about it. I'll go and show you these little ornaments up here. I can't remember, I got them on the last video I tried. We'll try it again anyway. And here's a banana tree. And you've got the bananas in those plastic bags here. Now the interesting thing about banana, the tree's actually a herb, because, I'm not sure you can see this, like all the leaves, the trunks are made up of leaves, or just folded around each other. Then you've got the fruit itself, which is classed as a berry. I don't know a lot about botany, but that's something which I did learn somewhere along the line, and I thought, well, that's quite interesting. I know people who say they don't like berries, but they'll eat bananas all the time. Well, I like to put them in, correct them with that one. But here, these little garden ornaments here. And we'll come back down here. We've got more in here. There's a little statue there. What I'll do is I'll show you this little cottage garden. Zoom out a bit. I believe the lady who lived here, like, she lived on past her husband. Now she has since died. But so you would have loved to garden. You see all the pots and all the plants, just beautiful flowers in here. Little garden fairy there. Just imagine this when it's all fully in bloom, all the different colours. Would have been beautiful. There we go, a little duck down there. There we go. Well, as I said, this is on the central, oh sorry, it's not the central coast, sorry, far from the central coast, up on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is Jeff signing off, and I'll leave you with a drone footage when I'll come back on another day when it's not raining to do that. Enjoy.